Darshan Mehta is standing by with, well, 10 industry leaders trading at 52-week lows. Darshan, very interesting. You don't normally see this phenomenon.
Yeah, not all of them are at 52-week lows, but quite a few of them have corrected significantly. And basically, these are the sector leader or the brands which have fallen. So you're used to some of the smaller companies falling, but you're not used to an Ishow correcting 35-36%. You're not used to seeing Page, which was at 36,000 now at close to 20,000. So these are 10 stocks. We've picked up 10 stocks. We'll quickly run through them. But these are the sector leaders and marquee names which have fallen. So the first stock that we want to talk about is Page Industries. Very surprising. It's fallen almost, Page Industries has fallen almost 36% from the recent high. So there is traction on the negative side. Couple of reasons why Page Industries has fallen significantly. First of all, valuation still high. Even after the correction, it trades over 50 times. And the revenue growth was slowing down. So if you see the second quarter, the revenue growth was just 10%. So that's hurting Page Industries. Analysts, however, remain bullish on Page Industries. If you're looking at Page Industries at this point of time, still there's a potential upside of 18% that will come in on Page Industries. So that's the trend that you're seeing. The second stock we want to talk about is Ishow Motors. Now, Ishow Motors has corrected almost 32% from the recent highs and pretty much at a 52-week low. If you're looking at what the reasons for Ishow Motors' performance was the fact that the auto sales numbers were weak. When people thought that November was a one-off because of the Chennai issue, again, December was the worst, a negative 13% drop. And competition and price hike concerns because of ABS as well as insurance, that is something that is hurting them. Java came out with a spectacular set of bookings, so that is something that will aid Ishow Motors. What are analysts saying on Ishow Motors? Analysts still believe there's a potential of 27%, but the number of sell recommendations have also been there on Ishow Motors. Third one is Symphony. Symphony has fallen almost 50% from the 52-week high. It's recovered from recent, but nevertheless, Symphony, weak financials, high competition, high valuations, all these factors are impacting Symphony. If you're looking at the analyst recommendation, not too much of a brokerage coverage. There is there is some bit of coverage, but there is still, even from these levels, the return potential is still negative on Symphony. The next stock is Maruti. Maruti has fallen almost 27% from the recent highs. Clearly, monthly sales were extremely weak due to the slowdown, high valuation versus competition. That is something that's impacting Maruti. But even if you're looking at it, still analysts have targets in excess of 10,000 for Maruti. So that remains, and the potential upside is 13%. Blue Dart, again, Blue Dart is down significantly from the recent highs, down 30%. High valuations and weak financials and weak margins are something that has impacted Blue Dart. Again, if you're looking at it, not too much of an analyst coverage, but still a negative return expected. VIP Industry, it's down. VIP Industry is down 20% from the recent highs. Weak financials and increasing crude have been some of the key reasons why VIP is down in trade. The other few companies that we want to run by, Coal India, again, Coal India is down almost 25% from the recent highs. Weak production and sales data was something that impacted. Declining inventory, declining e-auction volumes, high capex, all these factors impacting Coal India, and PSUs as a basket has not done well. Venki is the largest poultry company in the country. That has actually fallen 50% from the recent high, so there is enough traction. Numbers were weak, rising raw material cost is impacting, and so is the case with Avanti Feeds, which is the largest feed company. That is down almost 60% from the recent high. Again, rising raw material prices, falling shrimp feed prices, all of them impacting. And finally, from the real estate pick, the largest company is DLF, at least till now. That has fallen significantly. So DLF has fallen significantly from the recent high. Slowdown in the sector and the NBFC cash crunch is something that is impacting the real estate sector, and that has also affected DLF.
Well, a bunch of names, some expected, some not so. Not too many people anticipated some of the names to come off so starkly in calendar year 18. Darshan, thanks for putting that into perspective.